What's going on, guys? Angel here, Begin Crypto. Thank you guys so much here for joining me today. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. I battled COVID. Then I got into kind of a comment war with the people who follow Hex, also known as the Hexicans. So turns out I made a couple videos about Hex that they didn't care for. They reported a lot of my videos on TikTok and on YouTube. And I got a strike on TikTok and I got a strike on YouTube for making that content. So I'm going to go ahead and lay low. So like I said right here, if you like Hex, follow Hex. If you consider yourself a Hexican, sorry about all that. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys do what you do. And I'm going to move on and just worry about the 2K to 1 million challenge. And some of the other content that we're bringing here, how to prepare for the bear market, etc. Like I said, let's get going with today. I wanted to talk about Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take you over to the Bitcoin chart. As you guys can see right here, we've been making our lines. As you guys can see, we've been making our trend lines. All these trend lines that we've seen so far here. For example, right here at the 40,500 is where I drew my line, and it bounced right off it 4 or 5 times. We saw the channel. Then we saw the big run up all the way to 66. And then if you guys haven't seen some of my most recent TikToks, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for people who are watching on people who are going to be watching on YouTube. As you guys can see at this this level right here, this 61. Let me see if I can show you guys on TikTok too. Maybe I can. Point this down somehow so you guys can see it. You guys can see what I'm talking about here on the chart. Well, that's me. Let's see if I can. Not the best view, but it's might be okay. But as you guys can see right here, that we drew this line here right around 60,000, and we dipped all the way back down to 60,000, went ahead and touched it. And like I said, when I was shooting those couple TikToks and all of that, a couple of them got banned, taken down by people who like Hex. I said that we were going to shoot up past the all-time high, and then we would come back down and test this line before we go ahead and move on. And that may or may not be the case. So I mean, you saw the run up, the bounce down, and I think we're going to go ahead and see a run to the upside. Now, a couple of my buddies, World War Bitcoin, he's my guy right there. So you take a look at Saitama. I might have to take a look. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow here, guys. Go ahead and follow if you guys are new here. Good to see the follows coming through. But this is exactly what we predicted here for to happen with Bitcoin. As you guys can see too, that there was a lot of buy pressure. We were on the day chart. We had several days in a row where we were green. I mean, so many days in a row that we were green that we needed this red candle for one. The other thing is that the market got so excited that a bear trap was pretty much inevitable. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and search that really quick. Btc USD shorts. Let's see if the short numbers right here, if these shorts were exceptionally high. Obviously, they've been pretty dead since June and July dips here. But let's go ahead and take a look at over the past. So as you guys can see, October 18th we had nothing, and then we saw a little rise here from October 10th to October 20th. There's a little pressure, and then now after the 21st and 22nd, we've seen that pressure. We've seen that pressure dip significantly. So, like I said, that's why we saw that little recovery with Bitcoin. Altcoins are also getting that recovery, which is pretty nice for the market here. Let's see if I can get to. There's Masari. I don't want Masari. I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap. We're going to go ahead and take a look at CoinMarketCap for everybody here, so you guys can see. Good to see you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for the follow. We're going to go to By the way, the current market cap is 2.52, which is very, very solid, near those highs of where we were before. In May, Bitcoin 45, ETH at 18. So looking pretty strong. The volumes looking, not looking terrible. Let me go back forward, obviously. Got some big gainers here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the last 24-hour period. Thorchain, Phantom up to 260, running pretty well. Raven Coin, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I can. Oops, let me get that switch. Just trying to switch my screen here for everybody. There we go. Theta doing solid. EGLD at 272. Terra Luna is at 4. I'll make sure you guys can see these. I'm at 44 cent or at $44.61. It was one of the big, like I said, one of the big buys in 2K to 1 million challenge that really made everything worth it for us. Thank you, Brian Walker. Thank you guys for following. Serum was one that I've been talking about as well. A lower cap gem that you guys could get into, and it's been doing pretty well as well. You got Litecoin. I think Chainlink, like I said, I just made a video about it. I think Chainlink is extremely, extremely, extremely underpriced. Like I said, a lot of these other projects are starting to get back to where they were before here in May. However, Chainlink hasn't even been close to getting back to that 54, I think it was 52 to 55-ish area that it was in before. We could probably go ahead and take a look at the charts too for Chainlink. But I think Chainlink is grossly, grossly undervalued. AMP, we have that in the 2K to 1 million challenge as well. I think AMP is going to do extremely well. I think, 60, 70 cents, you could see AMP run to as well. I think Litecoin's got has a lot of room to the upside. I actually counted Cosmos out, to be honest with you. If you guys went back to my videos probably about 2 weeks ago, just before Cosmos went crazy, maybe it was a month ago, just before Cosmos went absolutely crazy, I actually counted Adam out for this bull run. Not to say that you were going to see a 3 to 5x, but I think Cosmos will do even better in the next bull run as things mature even more. So in the bear market, Cosmos might be a decent project to go ahead and what's the update on the challenge? I'll definitely give you guys an update on the challenge. I don't have it all here, but I'll give you an update on the challenge tomorrow or Monday. But like I said, I think Adam's a good one for the bear market to accumulate there. Let's go ahead and take a look at. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, and Ethereum is what you guys want to be watching for an altcoin season. Like I said, Ethereum is going to be the leading runner for altcoin season. So once you see Bitcoin take off, which I think it should go, in theory, it should go like this, guys. Before I show you this Ethereum chart, there we go. So it should go like this, guys. What should happen is you should see Bitcoin go crazy, a little pullback. So that's what happened. And now that there was a pullback, you guys are seeing that altcoins are recovering a little bit. That 5 to 18% from yesterday. We're getting that recovery from altcoins because people took profits. The bears tried to trap us up there at 67K. They were minorly successful at best, but people took profits as well. That's why we started today from 62 moving down to 60s, because other people saw what was happening. People took profits because at 62,000, almost everybody was in profit from Bitcoin. So even if people wanted to get out of Bitcoin, if they bought in at 55 and got scared that they would never come back, up there, those are the kind of people that got out. The whales shook those people out. The ones who were already in profit and are like, I'm good for the year. Those are the weak hands that they shook out with this run. But now, with that being said, Ethereum is going to be one of the leading indicators for an altcoin season. And the reason being is once Bitcoin pumps and people take their profits, they're going to be looking to take that profit elsewhere. Normally, a lot of that profit starts to get fed into Ethereum. Once you see Ethereum move, people sell off and they go into the top 50. And you can see, if you've ever seen that chart, you'll start to move down, even get into the top 100 as well. I just rotated out of Doge and into Shiba. Not terrible. Sam says, "Hi, Angel. What's going on, brother? What do you think of Solana will hit by early next year, or or the end of the bull run, man, Solana is something else. Like I said, they just actually hit a new all-time high today. Bitcoin was down. Solana's kind of got a mind of their own. Solana's got a mind of its own. Quant's got a mind of its own. XRP's going to have a mind of its own because of all the controversy around it. And Luna seems to not care what the market's doing. Those four projects are kind of hard to judge because they just don't do what everything else does. Cycle out of rotate out of both of them. Top, I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, like I said, if you're just looking for pumps in the short term, if you're becoming a trader for the end of this bull run, fine, whatever. I'm going to try and trade the next pump. Good for you. Les, that's good. Brandon, that is very, very good. But you guys should be thinking like traders. I think that's one of the things I'm going to follow up here on is right now is not the time to accumulate for the long term. Of course, if you buy Bitcoin at 64K, I believe it's going to be at 500K and even a million. So I don't think it's a terrible time to accumulate. But what I'm saying is, especially if you're new, getting into the game, you don't have a ton of crypto right now, what you should be doing and what you guys should be thinking about is accumulating later. But right now, you should be thinking like a short-term trader. You guys should be looking at some solid altcoins to get in. Maybe 25% of your portfolio in some lower cap gems, and then I would say a big 50% in those large cap the large cap projects, and then I'd say the top 25 in ETH and in Bitcoin, and I think you guys would be just fine. But what you want to do, in my opinion, not financial advice, it's not financial advice, don't take it as financial advice. If you do, it's solely on you. But I think you guys, ETH price prediction, 15K. 15K is my price prediction. ETH is going to be super bullish, in my opinion. I want to make sure see the guys, hey, thought we lost you. Nope, I beat COVID, just barely. Oops, I should have said that on YouTube. Hopefully they don't cancel us, but I beat it. I beat the vid, so I'm doing just fine. But what I was saying was that you guys should be thinking like traders, and you guys should be trying to accumulate as much money as possible through trading right now in order to exit your positions at the end of the year so that you can get into cash. So like I said, for the 2K to 1 million challenge, we're obviously not going to get to a million this year. It just isn't happening, and I wouldn't want to push it anyway. But what we can do is turn our 2K right now. I think it's right around 9,500 to 11. It usually gets in that 9,500 to 11,000 right now. I think if we play our cards right, I think we could easily, on a conservative note, 3 or 4x that. So we should be able to come out with 35 or 40 grand going into the bear market. So what we should be able to do is go ahead and take that 35 or 40 grand, get it out of the market. At the end of the bear market, we can go ahead and short Bitcoin with maybe $5,000, $7,000 is probably the risk tolerance I'm going to go at with the 2K to 1 million challenge anyway. And then from there, we can short Bitcoin and hopefully slowly ladder in as Bitcoin dumps that 50%, has that 50% dump. That's kind of what I'm looking at there. And then from there, we'll take that cash and we're going to go ahead and you're going to start a business. You're going to work a second job. You're going to do anything that you can, buy and flip NFTs, buy and flip things in real life. You're going to do anything that you can do to make more cash, make more money so that you can reinvest it in a year into solid projects, the Cosmoses, the ETHs, the Bitcoins, the Cardanos, the whatever projects that you think are going to do well. The chain links for me, I love chain links. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys in the bear market as well. That's exactly what you want to be doing. What would I do? Top would say, said, I've been holding Bitcoin and ETH since 2017. Also pump more, but I'm super up on ETH and Bitcoin. What would you do? Like I said, if I were you, depending on how far you're up, like I said, if you're thinking right now, you already know the game. You're a long-term holder. What I would do is if you don't already have that huge wealth that you're looking for, if you're trying to really make a big run, I would go ahead and probably take some ETH and take some Bitcoin profits and flip them into a couple of projects that'll have a little more pump potential than Bitcoin and Ethereum. But like I said, I'd still hold a lot of Bitcoin and a lot of Ethereum. But I would go ahead and take a little risk if I were you, and try to turn. I don't know how much you have, but I mean, I'm sure you could probably turn 10 or 20K into 50 or 70K. I think that's a real possibility. So that's just me. Some say we could have a supply shock for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Exactly. I think they're live. How live are you off? How often are you live? Normally I'm live. I was live every single day at 11:30 Central Time. But I've been sick and I've had a couple other things going on, but normally I'll be live every single day. I'm going to really try my best to get started on Monday. So it's been a while and I missed all of you guys here for sure. So needless to say, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Besides my NFT update, I always do my little NFT update. So let's do that quick and then I'll wrap it up with my final thoughts here. This is one of my NFTs right here. This is the Doge Pound, doggy number 874. As you guys can see, I bought him at 0.2. Let me go down to, I bought him at 0.29 right here. As you guys can see, like I said, I'm not joking. This isn't me doing anything stupid or trying to manipulate anything. Like I said, I bought it for 0.29. I'm going to actually make sure I refresh this because I think that offer went away. Well, maybe it didn't. Okay, that offer still stands. But it's still 13. That offer is still 13% below the floor. That's what's tough. So we might go on a little run here for NFTs. But like I said, I always want to give you guys an NFT update. The other crazy thing is they come with a puppy. This one also airdrops a puppy. I haven't minted it yet. A lot of people have minted it. So let me go to the show you that quick. The Doge or Doge Pound puppies. So there's 8,004 items. So about 2,000 of us have not minted our puppies yet. And the floor price is at 0.77, which is pretty good. You know, another $4,000 I made off just buying that Doge Pound. So like I said, that's that 0.29 Ethereum is worth about 4 Ethereum to me right now. So that's a nice 7 to 12x. And that's what I'm going to do in the 2K to 1 million challenge as well, is try to find NFTs because we can use some of our cash. You know, I think we have like 10,000 or so in the 2K to 1 million challenge. We could buy a half of Ethereum and try to flip NFTs with it while we're doing buying and trading as well, crypto. So like I said, there's a lot of ways to make money. You can short, you can stake, you can borrow against. There's a lot of ways to make money in crypto. And that's the kind of things that I'm trying to teach you guys here on YouTube and on TikTok. So if you guys like that kind of content, make sure you guys go ahead and smash the like button on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you guys follow here on TikTok for more great invaluable content. But my final thoughts, guys. So here are my final thoughts. I'll go ahead and pull myself back up here on YouTube. My final thoughts for you guys are you guys should still be thinking like traders. So I don't care if you have $2,000 in the game. I don't care if you have $200,000 in the game. Like I said, there's always a portion for those guys who have a lot more money that you guys should be, treating yourselves a lot more like a trader. So the big things that you can do right now to prepare yourself for this parabolic run and into the bear market is getting yourself into some lower cap projects right now. What a lot of beginners are thinking right now is Bitcoin's running or Bitcoin's got a 5% dip. You should hop in right now. If you don't have any Bitcoin, then I mean, sure, but like I said, I would be buying Bitcoin for the small shrimp. I would be buying Bitcoin after all of this. Goes away. Like I said, but that comes from somebody who has a little foundation in Bitcoin too, who has some Bitcoin. For anybody that doesn't, if you're a beginner, I always tell my friends and family to have 1 million Satoshis, which is about $600 right now. So that'd be 0.01 Bitcoin or 0.001 Bitcoin or 1 million Satoshis. I think that's like I said, I'd put like $600 if I were you and just hold it because there's going to be a supply shock in Bitcoin someday where even having 1 million Satoshis may be like having $1 million. So I would just, at minimum, if you can't afford it or you're a beginner or you don't really care that much, I would literally just do that. That's what I tell my friends and family to do. Now, the second thing that I would do is I would, obviously put some money in ETH if you can, but I would probably play in the big caps if I were you guys. The majority of the people that need to hear this should play in the big caps. Big caps being Luna, big caps being ADA. Let's just pull a big caps up here right now for you. I would be playing in this area if I were you. So Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, XRP. Like I said, in my opinion, XRP at some point is going to either have a huge pump or be gone. So like I said, I think XRP is a solid play. Polkadot, I don't really care for Doge, but there's fundamentals. Luna, Uniswap's okay. Avalanche, Litecoin, Chainlink, Algo, Polygon, VeChain. Not a big fan of ICP, but Cosmos, Phantom's already pumped a lot. HBAR still got a pump in it. I think if DOT starts to blow up, the graph will go absolutely crazy. My buddy CVO Crypto thinks the graph could hit as high as $20, but that's just based on DOT doing extremely well and getting Web 3.0 solved. I mean, Aave's solid. Quant is pumped a lot, but I mean, Harmony, like in the Helium, AMP, Arweave, Chili's, Engines, like the top 75. If you guys are looking in the top 75, I would put 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 into 3 to 7 coins, 3 to 7 projects in the top 75 and wait for the parabolic run. That's what I would do. And then from there, go ahead, sell out of all of those, take your cash, wait for a year. So we go ahead and go to Celsius, we go to BlockFi, whatever, find a good place to earn interest on that cash. So let's say you accumulated 50K. Good for you. Good job. What you would do is go ahead and go to Celsius or BlockFi or somewhere, get 4 to 8% on your cash. Let it sit there for a year and don't touch it. And then once it's time to start accumulating again in like 9 months to a year after the bear market, Bitcoin should be at, it could be at $30,000 to $50,000, and everything will be down 90 to 95% where you see it right now, in theory. Now with mass adoption getting a little bit closer, it could be Bitcoin down 60% and the altcoins down 75 or 80%, because it was much more drastic in past bear markets. But regardless, it's going to be down significantly, and that's where you want to take that 50K and put it into Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. And then from there, that's where you want to accumulate, and that's where you're ultimately going to make the big difference, the biggest difference in your portfolio. That's how you turn 50 into 500. That's exactly what the people from 2017. Everybody from 2017, that's what they did this time. That's why millionaires are happening this time, because in 2017, they did what I just said. So there you have it. So thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. Make sure you guys go ahead and join us Monday through Friday, every single day on YouTube, TikTok. You guys can watch on Instagram, on Facebook, I think on Theta TV still as well. So, but thank you guys so much. Angel here, Begin Crypto. Until next time, talk to you soon. Take care. All love. Peace.